Alright, it's gonna be red versus yellow tonight, folks.
Right, we do see that Durandamon there in Tasty's hand.
Secret Ragna. Or it's just a piercing Omnimon.
Honestly, both of those are pretty terrifying.
We also see the Zubamon, so...
Last I checked, Omnimon was not a Legendarm.
I want to say they're missing a memory token, and maybe that's why they're waiting.
Granted, I think one of the most common memory tokens that people do use is a dice. I guess it's just has some mass. It has a little bit of height to it as well.
Alright, looks like players are just testing now for the timers, and the yellow player, Snow Katsuna, is starting first.
He's gonna drop the Patamon, search for some Tamer cards.
Alright, one more, right? Or is it four? Oh, it's four. Yep.
Yeah, Patamon only searches the top 4, but can get any number of yellow Tamer cards, as opposed to that Agumon similarly only gets 1, but does get to search the top 5. It's a great effect as long as you don't send all your Shine Greymon to the bottom of the deck. On Tasty side, we're going to see an Agumon come down, may want to respond with that Zubamon to try to churn through the deck and find some stuff.
Right, getting a Monodramon there, very cheap. Another rookie coming out of the deck.
I believe this is the first time I think we've actually seen hate to see Terraforce go to the bottom.
4 and 5. At least he gets one piece.
Yep. Allows you to add a Ragnalordmon specifically, as well as one of any of the Legend Arms, which I guess technically you could add to Ragnalordmon if you were to find them, as it is a Legend Arms itself. But yeah, that's one of the only, I think, effect in the game right now that looks at the, I believe it's officially called the type of the Digimon. Legend Arms, Dinosaur, Mammal, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I always forget which one's which. One's a type, one's an attribute.
Yeah, thankfully the Diaboromon card confirms that now, I think, for us. And speaking of Ragnalordmon, there he is taking down a Patamon. We do see a couple of new booster 3 cards there. In Snow's hand, we got the new Salamon that has actually the same inheritable effect as the starter deck Magna Angemon, which was not considered a very good effect, but it's a lot better when it's available on a rookie. Gotta keep the Dark Tyrannomon in the raising area, playing safe from a shine. Probably just wants to build up that one big Ragna stack and then just probably destroy all the security in one go.
Alright, Zuba going for security here. Surely it will die.
It's either gonna die or give him a Tamer. Alright.
Of course, it could have, there could be more Tamers here in security. That would be very sad for Tasty.
Yeah, and I think what Tasty may be going for here, we saw it a little bit last night against Shine Greymon decks, especially we already see Akari there as well. May want to leave Snow at 4 security so he can't activate all those potent 3 security effects like Kari, Starter deck, Angelomon, and so forth, and then just come through and, I mean, what better deck is there at just destroying all the security in one go than Ragnalordmon, right?
We've seen it happen, and it's very painful.
Yeah, and Yellow does not really they don't really play any sort of a Terraforce type card. Glorious Burst doesn't activate Insecurity. Eden's Javelin likely wouldn't do enough to take it out. He is, however, going to go ahead and knock him down to 3 security here.
Alright, there goes a Rise. Akaris are now active.
Doesn't have the Ragnalordmon in hand.
Ooh, okay, there's one shine. Tasty playing the dangerous game here.
Does get the Duramon down, which gives security attack +1 if you are already at level 7. Which we don't see the Ragnalordmon, but we do see the Omnimon in hand. Currently locked out of a champion, so Snow's not really able to go anywhere. Kinda hate to use those Labramons, just taking swings. That draw effect from its inheritable effect is very potent and very important to the Shine Greymon decks.
Tasty's gonna need a second body on the board to do that. You know, OTK. Otherwise, it won't be enough.
Looks like we're going to see the Booster 2 Salamon come down, maybe. Would allow a recovery when it crashes in on the next turn. Just going to drop as many bodies as he possibly can.
Alright, there we go. 2 Salamons. One maybe better than the other.
Yeah, one you definitely would rather Digivolve from, and one you'd probably rather just let it die as though it were a purple rookie. I think Tasty's probably sensing some weakness here. He's going to go ahead and bring the Duramon out. And it does have enough memory to go into Durandamon. And knowing that yellow typically does not play anything with more than 11 KDP, and there's no starter TK on the field, so this swing should be pretty safe.
Here he comes. Well, right.
Another card.
Kari.
That beautiful box topper Kari, though.
I'd probably just go for Omnimon here, right? Get the Salamons.
Yeah, you're going to take out 2 Salamons? Why not?
Musketeer asks if it kills both Salamons. Yes, because Omnimon cares about the name for the destruction effect.
Yeah, that might become a little confusing. The English wording on Omnimon, I think, says something like shares a name with it, but it does destroy the target of its effect as well.
Right. I think it's just because people from different, cultures or just different areas of the world use the word share differently.
Yep. Right,
Here we
get
go.
The recovery
9 memory with all the Karis.
Right. Can he rip a champion?
Oh, that hand though.
It's so rough. That's
maybe
probably
the
going to be
TK to search?
Yeah, the TK to search. He does need to get another Tamer down anyway if he wants to try to destroy the Omnimon with Shine Greymon.
Oh my gosh, not the best way to show it. That was unfortunately revealed.
Yeah, I guarantee that Sirenmon's not going to be what gets taken out. Well, I guess we didn't see what the other option was, but I'm sure he would have liked for any other stage besides Ultimate.
Okay, so Siren was taken out. I guess you could go... There's not even a Mega in that hand. That's just so sad.
Nope, pretty sure we're about to see go into game 2 here.
Yep, that's double swings for that Omnimon, unless something crazy comes out of security.
Yep, with security attack +1 from the Durandamon.
I don't even know what would be in yellow, right? If it's Eden's, there's not enough cards in hand.
Yep, and there's no Terraforce equivalent.
Unless he has Terraforce in there.
Just the random Terraforce in. Maybe he's playing the Selfimon.
That's true. There we go.
I'm just going to see 2 swings from Omnimon here to close out the game.
Restand was a little late. Don't forget to do your unsuspend phase, everyone. Unsuspend phase. Let me say that again.
You got to unsuspend. Oh, there's Glorious Burst with no security effect. Second check from the Duramon.
And he also takes it back, of course. I think they're missing the check.
There we go.
Oh, wait. Would it have gotten? Yeah. There would have been 2. And that would have been... That's game now.
Yep, that's game. Looks like they're just communicating and showing that there's a Duramon there in the Evo source.
I like how you see the hands start to converge.
Yep.
Alright, and that's GG. Game 1 goes to Tasty.
That is one of the nice things about the Legend Arms line is you get that somewhat redundant security attack +1 at Champion. You can use both the Zua Eagermon as well as the Greymon, but then stack it with the Duramon at Ultimate to potentially get a security attack +2 Omnimon, which just sounds rather disgusting, honestly.
It's a fairly big hand on Tasty's side as well. Lots of plays there that he could have made.
I think it definitely worked out for him that Snow was not able to get... Well, I don't think we saw a champion the entire game, did we? I don't think we did.
I don't believe so either.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to win when the opponent does a classic Shine Greymon brick. Looks like we do see a change here to purple.
Alright, deck swap from Snow.
Got all the efficient removals there in the hand. Trump Sword for an unsuspended, that's a mouthful, an unsuspended Mega. Devimon to crash into anything, and Chimeramon for anything that's ultimate or below. Looks like Tasty gonna stick with the Ragna deck.
Also have these great sleeves over here on Snow side. Looks like courtesy of Huiro.
I definitely thought that was a toad and not a Digi-Egg. Being puddled there by the Terriermon.
Alright, Demimera, first baby, Gabumon on top.
Going to pay 2 for the Devimon here, looks like. Okay, we do see a Mastemon there as well. I think Mastemon is... I'm not sure what it's actually seen more play in, purple versus yellow. Certainly yellow with the recovery is quite nice. We're just going to see a hard drop Groundermon here.
Alright, easy Evo to that ultimate. To that Mega.
Yep, you can just go ahead and jump into the Durandamon on the next turn.
Snow has the removal option.
Yeah, you can just drop this Chimeramon.
We could also do the Trump Sword, but of course the Chimera would be the better play here.
Alright, 7-4. Yep, Chimera doesn't have a lot of cheap bodies on the board, which typically you like to see and just sack those little rookies with Chimeramon, but is going to get rid of his Devimon here, which will activate the Demimeramon to draw a card and discard one.
Okay, but wasn't there a Gabumon there as well?
There was.
Interesting. I typically like to do the Gabumon first and then the Demimera after. But I guess that's just me. Ooh, okay. Putting away that cheap level 5 there in the trash. Interesting. I think another card we don't really see here in the matchup is Darkness Claw.
Yeah, Darkness Claw can be very scary in security. It's basically the same effect as Vulcan's Hammer. You can just steal a turn out of nowhere, and it's a little less expected from purple than blue. There's Zuba Eagermon. One of the things it does have over the starter deck Greymon, you do have to be level 7 to get the Security Attack Plus, but at least it is only a 4 cost to play. As well as, of course, being Legend Arm searchable with your Zubamons.
Yeah, Tasty missing the pieces here. This is going to be rough.
Yeah, very much rookie locked, and now no ultimate either.
No rookies for both players.
Ooh, and we have a Millenniummon sitting in Snow's hand now as well.
Of course, Snow could go straight into the Mastemon, bring back that Devimon.
Looks like that's what we're going to see happen here. So we'll get to draw, of course, from Digivolution. Always draw first. And then securities will get discarded.
Ooh, we could get the... Actually, I'm sorry. That's not a... That's a level 5.
If you could bring back a level 5 with Mastemon.
Is he thinking about it or looking? Oh, there he goes.
Go Gabumon.
Okay.
May want to field this blocker for cheap in his hand.
Okay. 12,000 Mastemon coming across, destroying that Groundramon in security. Someone said Battle of the Bricks in chat.
Pretty much, yeah. And there is going to be that Vilemon to choke him at 1. That's probably why he brought back the Gabumon as opposed to that Devimon.
Locking in at 1 memory versus the big swing play of putting Millenniummon.
Yeah, Millenniummon, I think Mastermon's definitely one of the best things to go right into Millenniummon. Is it once it's on the board, it's still a pretty big body at 12k, but it doesn't have any persistent effect like a Lilithmon or a Venomiotismon does. Does its damage when it gets digivolved, and then, you know, from there just going to Millenniummon.
Yeah. Look at all of these champions in Tasty's hand.
Not a single rookie or ultimate to be seen.
I mean, at this point, yeah, I was gonna say just
I was gonna
hardcast it.
say, just desperate. You know they have a trump sword, but do it anyway. In fact, there are 2 trump swords and a Millennium Mon, so.
Yeah, Tasty has all the plays here. The thing that would stop the game plan would be, I guess, a Terraforce.
That would probably do it.
Ooh, Dark Despair. Is that the card? Yep, that is correct. It's Dark Despair.
Oh, that's my least favorite option card in the game. I hate Vengeance. Speaking about a pop Vengeance on a rookie and take out an Omnimon out of nowhere is very scary.
Here we go, Mastemon coming across again.
Does have the trump sword in case this Mastemon
Oh,
does go
Terraforce.
down, and it looks like it does.
Wait. Oh.
Well, there is no other valid target on the
Okay.
field to attack.
For a second, I was confused why it was flipped.
Alright, so it looks like we will not see the Millennium Mon come down this turn. Could still trump sword the Durandamon, and looks like that's what gotta be the play.
Okay, there we go.
Just remove any chance Tasty had of getting back in the game with an Omnimon.
When you're playing Digimon, you must be swift and you must be decisive. Don't let the other player come back. You will regret it.
Just stomp them into the ground, and that's Purple's thing. It's the evil Digimon color, right?
Some people think it's green.
Some people are wrong. Although I will say, Star Deck Hercules Kabuterimon can be very, very oppressive, as we've seen the last couple of days. Think about swinging with the Vilemon here. Is that what's about to go down?
G-Man
Looks
Toga
like
Beaver in chat says that sword was played with sass. I want to say it might just be a TTS lag. Sometimes the cards do act funny. There is finally the rookie.
A couple of turns too late. Oh, and of course there's another rookie. Now they're coming in droves. It doesn't quite have lethal set up because of the Cordramon.
Okay. Still missing that ultimate.
Could maybe dig for it with the Zubamon.
I mean, what else can he do, right?
Right.
Believe in the heart of the cards, Tasty.
Yeah, I mean, he's still looking for some pieces, and Zubamon can find them, so why not? There's at least
Okay, one target.
legend.
Ooh,
Well.
too bad that one's not a legend arm.
Yeah, definitely would have liked to get that Lavo Garidamon.
Alright, everybody, this is game 2 of our first matchup here, day 4. And it looks like we're going to be moving on to game 3 here pretty shortly, unless Tasty can turn it around somehow.
Yeah, he's not totally out of it just yet. Mostly thanks to the Terraforce security. Forced a slightly less efficient removal option card from Snow.
I guess it could be a... What's the red card in the starter deck that nobody plays with that kills 2 things?
Giga Destroyer?
Giga Destroyer. Would that kill both of those? No, it wouldn't. It's a low
it's only
DP target.
Yeah, 4,000 is... I think 4,000 is still kind of the benchmark for destruction effects, mostly because of things like Volcanic Dramon.
Mm.
As well as a card that I know you like, Valkyriemon. It's all about that 4,000 DP. Although with Omnimon Alter S, that's now the 5,000 DP might start to become kind of the target amount.
Okay, using the darkness. Oh wait, just to boost it and then bring it back with Mimi.
Yep, that is the proper sequencing. You pay the 1 memory, but then Mimi immediately bounces it back.
Alright.
Forces the blocker away.
Miramon surviving. And how's Snow gonna pass the turn here? Digivolve maybe? Yeah, just Digivolve, get rid of that security. Oh no, okay. Okay, no, I was thinking I was missing a leg here. He couldn't Digivolve into the Mastemon just yet.
Yep, was missing the Chimeramon, but only 3 memory, gotta be pretty difficult to build up into anything useful.
You would have to like somehow get blockers.
Yep, and also is missing an ultimate to be able to attempt to even swing over this Chimeramon.
Yes, this Digimon could come out, maybe put the blocker on Zuba, and hope for another blocker.
If he could have taken that Lavogaridamon, he could have at least taken one thing off the board and then hard cast the blockers. There's not a Digimon ready to come out of the raising area for Snow.
That's true. Nothing strong enough to kill the Chimera right now. And there's no reason for Snow to block. Okay, there we go. There's the GG.
Going into a decisive game 3. First game, Shine Greymon kind of just did a classic Shine Brick where you don't find one of your stages. Having to play all those tamer cards does come at an expense.
So now let's see if Tasty will move on to his second deck or stay with the red Ragna Omni deck.
I personally would like to continue to see. We haven't actually seen Ragna Lordmon come out, so
That's true.
it was
Looks like
one of the
he's
most hyped
sticking with
cards.
it.
I just want to see and confirm that it was not, in fact, totally overrated. Sticking with purple. It did work. And sticking with red, yep. Right, not the absolute worst hand from either player. Let's see if either one's going to mulligan. You see that promo Biomon in Tasty's hand, which I believe allows you to draw a card if you destroy a Digimon by battle. Can Green get that, by the way? Can Green get an effect like that?
Here we go, Biomon, your turn. When this Digimon destroys your opponent's Digimon, draw +1.
Passes the turn over with the Greymon. Digivolves into the Tapirmon, drawing into the Sakaimon, which he possibly would have liked to have Digivolved over instead of the Tapirmon. So he's now going to lose that Tapirmon's when destroyed effect by going into the Meramon. Meramon, I believe, the first one-cost champion for purple. I don't believe we've seen any other Digimon with Meramon's exact vanilla stat lines, the 5-1, 5k.
That is different from everything else, I believe. You're correct.
Or as I like to call it, still a worse Vegemon. Alright, goes ahead and gets a blocker down on the board. Going to shelter that Greymon in the raising area. But does want to provide some kind of a defense against purple going aggro early.
Missing some level 5s again at Tasty's hand.
Yep, doesn't really have any additional rookies to play down, so he's not losing out too much by keeping that Greymon in the raising area at least. Devimon's just gonna make a swing.
Okay,
He
wants
is
to
gonna
get
block
that
it.
one memory.
Alright. See, both players actually starved of ultimates right now.
Could just hard cast Vilemon? Or, okay, nope, just oh, I missed that one. He did have a mat in hand, okay.
Yeah, just to at least avoid getting choked out. Gets a Devimon back. Almost wonder if he would have liked to have gotten a rookie back there, as he's got a couple of champions but no rookies. Now with the Monodramon in hand, it's got to go ahead and push the Greymon out. Try to generate some card draws on the future turn. To get a pretty cheap hard cast with the Zuba Eagermon, but he's not going to be able to choke anymore, so that doesn't seem very efficient.
Okay, Digivolving and trying to dig. And there
There we
comes.
go.
Now, will he risk it? Will he risk it being outside?
It looks like he's going all in on that stack with the starter Greymon. Does find another ultimate if that Groundermon does get taken care of by a Chimeramon drop or something like that. And top decks a rookie. And still missing an ultimate for Snow. Chimeramon just kind of stuck here. You don't really want to swing in at 5,000 if you can help it.
Okay, what's the play here? A Trump Sword
Trump
on that level
Sword.
5. Definitely doesn't want to see the Ragna. Trying Snow's best.
Yeah, probably since that Tasty was, like himself, starved for ultimates. Fortunately for Tasty, he did draw into another ultimate there with the Duramon from the evolution. Unfortunately for him, it's a vanilla stack he's got going on right now with that Dark Tyrannomon. Could have her build up into a Phoenixmon, and probably glad to see a Trump Sword, one Trump Sword down.
I might just go with Durandamon since the Memory Tamer's on the other side anyways.
Yeah, it's going to be the same result.
Oh, does
The Phoenixmon
side with the Phoenix want to keep the other piece in hand? Okay.
Still looking for a level 7 to come down, but certainly threatening one on the next turn. Fortunately, that Agumon was the card he drew to pass the turn. I'm sure he would have liked to get that evolved in the raising area so he can move it out. It's a good thing he did, as we now do see a Chimeramon that Snow has gotten an ultimate in hand.
Okay, no Trump Swords on the purple side. No way to remove that Phoenixmon.
Yep.
Just gonna Digivolve there. Mastemon can finally come out. Is that the play? Yep.
Alright, it's got to burn both players' one security and bring something back.
Alright, there's a level 5 going to the trash for Tasty.
Thankfully for him, he does already have a pretty decent Mega there on the board. Big 12k. Thinking about what to bring back. Just gonna be a Devimon.
No reboot here on the red side, so swinging here would be fairly lethal for red.
Unless he wanted to hard drop the Quartermon to protect the Phoenixmon, which could well be a play. There's already a Memory Tamer on the opponent's side, so probably going to be aiming to stick at exactly 3 if at all possible. Which I believe he would be able to do with a evolution to Zubu Eagermon and then a Quartermon drop.
I think it's better to swing here. Putting that champion away. Now there's no blockers available.
Yeah, interesting that he wouldn't want to try to build a powerful inheritable stack there in the racing area.
Because he had another level 4, right?
Yeah, he has 2 Zuba Eagermons there that will give him security attack +1 if he's able to get all the way up to level 7.
Yeah, could have swung this one, put the blocker down, protecting it. And
now he sees the Devimon right there. There's no fear.
now he's safe. At least he's safe from the Trump Sword, but the Devimon, I guess there's Gaia Force.
Sometimes you just, Gaia Force a Devimon. It's definitely one of the most difficult things playing against purple. Is it seems like they've always got something. The only way you can really be safe is to have your Mega have a rested Mega with a blocker on board. He's hovering over the Gaia Force.
And just that Gabumon staring at you is basically another Devimon.
Right. He's gonna go ahead and get rid of the threat from Millenniummon at least.
Okay.
I think this is a pretty easy trade of the Devimon for the Phoenixmon for Snow.
I'm pinging on the timer here. There we go.
Devimon's gonna go and crash into that Phoenixmon, bringing it down, and probably really making Tasty wish he had kept a blocker on board.
Alright, here we go. Miramon 1 to Digivolve, drawing an Sukaimon, coming at security, Terraforce straight back at the Miramon.
Alright, well, I guess that's not one of the worst things to get Terraforce, just a 5,000 DP champion taking a swing.
Good thing he didn't digivolve that before attacking.
Still got 5 memory to work with.
Because he definitely could have went all the way to Mastemon there.
Exactly. So, which I guess means he would have discarded a Terra Force out of security, which would have felt really good. So I think he would have ended the turn by doing so, though.
Putting the rookie away. I'm not sure about that one, but he does have Grizzly Wing.
True, yeah. Snow is not really valuing keeping rookies in hand, or whatever good that is.
Oh, okay. So he got rid of it, and he's probably gonna bring it back to Gabumon, or okay, no, that's Tsukaimon.
Alright, second.
What else? Whoa.
Whoa, I don't think that Gabumon's going to be very helpful for Tasty.
Did that rewind us?
I believe it did.
That's probably more disorienting for everybody, and probably was not necessary.
Bringing back
go
the
ahead
trumps.
and zoom back just to make sure there's no other cards. Okay. Sorry about that, everyone.
So using the mat to bring back a Trump Sword just to make sure he's got even more removal options. Keep Tasty from clawing his way back into the game.
Alright, he's he's so close to his Ragna. He just needs a Ragna.
If he can get past at least 2 memory on the next turn, he can go into... Yeah, if he can get past 2 memory, he can go into Omnimon. If he gets past 3, he can go via the Durandamon.
It is alive. The Yaman there making the Tapermon 3000.
Sometimes you want the Tapermon to live, and sometimes you'd rather just assume it dies.
Plenty of blockers on the other side, though. You know, once Ragna's active, it usually has piercing, so there's no blocking that. But you can block the second attack that wins the game.
It's very true. Yeah, you can generally always block the game-winning attack, even if it does have piercing. Right, did get past 2 memories, so we're probably just going to see Omnimon come out here.
I'd like for him to swing at the Tapermon at least.
Ooh, we could also see... Yep, there's Ragna. Now we do see the Gazimon there in Snow's hand, but it's not yet on the field. Gazimon is one of those memory stopper rookies that can stop effects like Ragnalordmon's memory +3 effect, which basically gives it a free evolution.
The problem now with playing Ragna here is it'll reboot, and it'll be open for the Trump Sword.
It's very true.
Okay, but I mean... Yeah, okay, make sure he swings at the Tapermon. If he doesn't, this is game. I've seen this happen.
Just watching the timer, how much time is ticking off the clock to to try to solve this.
Okay. I don't know how much time is left, but...
It's like about 5 minutes. It should be fine, this game.
He's good.
Right, this Ragna's looking to...
Remember to swing at the taper.
It is actually not... Well, let's see. He is... Process of resolving... Yeah, he does have the Durandamon that he grafted on there with Ragnalordmon's effects. Just gonna let it through and pierce with... Goodness, what, 17k?
Sec plus 2, I believe?
That'll be the rest of the security. There, I don't believe... Unless we see a Darkness Claw.
1, 2...
Okay,
it's safe. 3.
Viper will get to come to the hand. So he does still have a Quartermon if he wants to drop that as well. Doesn't really need to right now.
Nothing else to pass the turn, right? I mean, I guess the Biomon short the memory at 3.
Yeah, it's going to get set to 3 regardless from the mat, so it's pretty efficient.
Oh, man.
This feels like you really want to drop a Trump Sword here on that unsuspended Ragnalordmon. There's that Gazimon kind of coming down a little bit late.
I mean, he does have another blocker in hand, so he could just drop another blocker before his turn is over.
Yeah, you can actually field 2 blockers on the board over that Sakaimon as well, which would allow him to block and actually gain a memory.
Okay, swinging across. Vanilla.
Oh, does survive. Sugumon definitely there, more for the search than for any sort of DP.
Okay, which card is it? The Trump
Sword, alright. He does have the block or the Biomon to swing with the Vilemon. That does set up lethal for him on the following turn. It's pretty close.
Okay, he has the pieces to get to Mega if he needs to.
Just facing down 3 swings this turn. Upcoming turn, anyway.
He needs to find another blocker. He needs to kill the Tsukaimon. And survive the block.
Yeah, if he can, looks like he can go into the Lavogaridamon. He's got 4 memory to work with right now.
Yep, there's just the right amount of memory. And then hard cast that blocker.
Yeah, he can go use the Zuba Eagermon in hand to evolve. That'd be way better than evolving with the Cordramon for sure.
But, you know, sometimes in these intense games, you don't see the full picture.
Oh no!
And there's the game.
Unless he draws into a blocker off this of the next Digivolve.
I guess it's not... No, it's over. He would have to Digivolve into a Lavo and hope that a blocker comes out of his deck.
Yep. It's very interesting. I think that's twice now he's evolved into the Cordramon, only to presumably evolve it again right away when there's a Zuba Eagermon with an inheritable effect right there in his hand. At least I think that's Zuba Eagermon.
This is Zuba Eagermon. He has a level 4, everyone. Champion Digimon.
Same evolution cost as the Cordramon, does have an inheritable effect.
So while we're waiting here for the game to tick away, if you guys haven't checked the website yet, we did do a special experimental update last night, I want to say. Now you can see the English cards from 1.0 on the website. We are still working to fix the kinks and bugs. I'll show you guys right after this match. Okay, there's a swing, moving the blocker.
It's most likely gonna be
the draw coming from the Biomon,
yeah.
But didn't solve the problem.
This all could have been completely averted if he had just evolved with the Zuba Eagermon.
And he does have 1 minute and 30 left. Doesn't have to do anything. And the
I think we're gonna be hoping.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Show him for last security Terra Force, really.
That's true. You know, I didn't think about that. It's still possible for Tasty to get something here from security. I already counted him out, but I was wrong.
I mean, I think that's why you play Reds, for Terra Force and security, right?
Alright, Terra Force. Gazimon going first.
You see it? Nope.
Monodramon. And there we go. The game goes to Snow.
I wish I knew what Paimon's attack was, but I don't. I'm pretty sure it's something magic.
Alright, that was an exciting bunch of games. The first one was red versus yellow. Second one, red versus purple. And the third game... Wait. The second one? Yeah, it was red versus purple. Third one, red versus purple again. GG. Alright,
First 2 games were just bricks, and then this one was very close.
Yeah, this one was pretty good. Of course, Tasty there at the end having a hard time. But I want to say it was fairly good hands for each player.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, good game, everyone. While we're setting up here, let me show you all the website. Here we go. So right now, if you go to digimoncard.dev, but you'll notice is we added this 2 buttons here on the top. If you highlight it, there's a tooltip that says this one show fan translated cards. The other one says show official English cards. Again, this is a work in progress. If you click EN, that will now show all of the English cards, and you could see them side by side here. Let's make it bigger. You can see the differences here from the other cards. We do have some errors on our proxies. For example, the rare card Yokomon doesn't have the gold, and the correct one, the English card, has everything. And then if you just want to see the English, just untoggle the proxy, and now it's just all the official English cards. Of course, you will see some cards are not available. For example, this card right here, there's no data. And then, like, especially if we go to BT3, I'm going to click BT3 here. We don't have any pictures because 1.5 pictures have not been released yet.
Yeah, we got very few cards from Booster 3 in Release Booster 1.0. Got what, Lilithmon, Chumon, a couple others.
All right, let me just ban this person right quick. Okay, somebody was banned on chat. But yeah, so let's just go look at 1.0. Right now, there's no easy way to get to it other than maybe just searching 1.0. And you want to zoom out and see the full set here.